Hey guys, GT Machine here. I'm going to show you how to take off the engine cover of any 981 Cayman or GT4. Let's get started. So first things first, you want to lift up the trunk. Get this out of the way. Big thing you want to do is take this off here so you don't hit your head on anything. So just undo it with the clips here and here. And it falls just like that. Just gotta be careful using two hands. And then in order to access the engine cover underneath here, you got to take off this panel here, these two little side panels here, and then also these back panels here, and then that front suspension bar and the two trim panels that cover the seat belts as well. That's it. In order to get to the bolts for the cover underneath here, you got to take those off as well. So let's go ahead and get started here with getting access to the engine. All right, so these panels are quite easy. They just pop out. Put your hand up in here and then pull straight out and they come out. Same with the other side over here. Pull, they come out. And then in order to get this panel out, it pops out the same. So you want to grab back here, give it a little pull, and then the clips will come out. And just one thing I want, before you take this panel out, you should probably take these off just so you don't scratch anything. So you pop those covers off, and then it slides right out like that. And then you just want to be careful because you do have these little circle clips right here that could get lodged where they belong. They're for anti-rattle and everything, so you don't hear no squeaks or rattles when you're driving. And then to get the center section up, you just pull straight up. And it just unclips just with the normal force, and then turn it out like that so it comes out, so you don't hit or bang anything or scratch any of the pieces. And then now we're gonna do the inside. So what you want to do here is, in order to get good access back in here, you want to put the seats all the way forward. We'll go around to the passenger side, do the same thing. So this gives you all the room back in here to work so you're not up against or scratching your carbon fiber seats. This one's one of the hardest panels to get off. But as long as you're careful with it and use some finesse, they usually pop out without really damaging anything. But you just gotta be careful with it. They are a little tight, but they come right out. And then once it's up and out, what I usually do is take it out of there, run it down the seat belt, and just tuck it down behind the seat. And then we'll do the same to the other side. So same thing here. Just take your tool, insert it, pop it up, and then same on the inside. Ooh. See, that's why you got to be careful, because it can come forward and fall. And then once that's out of the way, we can access the bolts for this kind of like a strut tower bar, but not really, but it still provides some structural support, I guess. I'm not sure, or it's just for decorative. So once that's out of the way, we can get to the Torx bolts here. We'll go ahead and get the tools for those. All right, we'll go ahead and remove the bolts. But I got a tool here with the Torx T30 on it. And then we'll go ahead and remove the other side over there. And then once all the bolts are out, you can pick the bar straight up and just be careful when it comes right out. And this piece here just lifts straight up. There's a little clip in the middle and it just pops right up and it comes right out. And then make sure you're careful, because this has got a little piece on it for insulating that bar so there's no rattles as well. So once that's out of the way, we can pretty much access this carpet here and get it out, up and out. All right, so now we're gonna take the carpet off. If you guys are kind of small like me, you can kind of gotta get up in here. It makes it a lot easier to climb in the car. In the back here, and then you can go ahead and take the carpet out. Just be careful, like lift around this trim, it just tucks underneath a little bit, so if you just finesse it out, it comes right out. And then once your one side's out, the other side will pull right out. And then it comes right out, just like that. And then right here is your engine cover, right here. And then I'll get the tool and we'll start taking that off. Biggest thing is when you're putting it back on is these hooks here is the way they get tucked underneath the carpet. And if you do use them, you want to make sure you can pull them back up on the carpet and leave them on the top side so you don't forget. By the time you're put it all the covers back on, it's hard to get that piece of cover off and then go hunting for the hooks. So I'll hop back out and then grab the tool. So pretty much tools I use for this is a T30, and then to get to these little ones underneath the hook, and then also this other brace bar, I have a little tool here with just a bit on it. That's a T30 that slides in here and gives me enough to where I can get underneath and just loosen it by hand. So we'll go ahead and get those two first out. You because once you got them a little bit loose, they'll spin out by hand. And then don't worry about where they come out of. They're all the same size, so you can put them back in any hole. All right, so we'll go ahead and start taking out the rest of them. And once you got them all out, sometimes this is a little hard to get up. I've had mine off already a couple months ago. I had to clean the engine, and it'll just lift up. Or sometimes you may need a trim tool or something to pry it up. Sometimes it still does stick. So that'll come up and out of the way. You're just careful and working around the trim. But I'm gonna leave it kind of in there for now until I get out of here, so I can remove it out of the car. If you're not like me, let's say you can put a stool here on the outside of the car, so you can get over the wing and everything easily. So just be careful, and it'll lift right on out of there, so you don't scratch anything. That's pretty much it. And then the reinstall is just a reverse of all the procedures I showed you there. So if you like this video, just like and subscribe. I hope to have more here coming soon. Thanks.